And good morning, everybody. It is Wonderful Wednesday with Lenora Edwards. And Lenora, you've been on here many times because you are wonderful. However, I am super excited because I will get to see you soon in
As are you.
Chicago at the Mid America Hypnosis Conference.
I know, thank goodness.
And you are one of the keynote speakers, along with Chase Hughes and Richard Bandler and Rich Guzzi.
I am.
So, do you know what? Tell us how excited you are. Tell us what's going through your head.
Just to give you an idea of how excited I am, I literally have a countdown on my phone. And I've had the countdown on my phone since April, when they had shared with me that I would be one of the keynote speakers, which is such a huge, huge, massive honor. And I'm so absolutely over the moon about it. So we have exactly 40 days from the day that we are recording this, which is very exciting, that you and I will both probably be on a plane headed to Chicago, because we're both arriving on Wednesday.
We
have
are.
some exciting stuff on Thursday.
I know.
Did you share with people what you're doing on Thursday?
Yeah. Well, the day before, we both got pre-conferences. So tell us what your pre-conference is on.
Mine is on what I affectionately refer to as the Be Free method, which is an identity shift method. And as you absolutely know, with change, especially through your bunny process, you're helping people shift their identity. And it can be so completely life-altering. And very specifically in this certification course that I'm teaching about my method, this one is, so the Be Free method is an identity shift protocol. This is specifically created around emotional eating, stress eating, and overeating. So it's to help practitioners help their clients break out of those spirals of stress eating and overeating and things like that. So I'm so excited. This is the first time I'm doing it in person, which is a huge deal.
Yeah. I'm excited for you because I've read your book,
and you gave a blurb. Thank you very much.
Yes, and it was brilliant book. So helpful for so many people. And so anybody who is going to the conference, and actually that's what they might want to niche in, that area of helping people with emotional eating. And you share your journey, and it's very emotional story, and it's very vulnerable to when we do share our stories, actually. But then people know that you're real.
That is also absolutely true. Yeah.
I mean, and I don't mean that obviously we're real, but I mean really real.
Yeah.
That
it didn't just come up and I'm perfect and here's
you
no issues.
You get it. You've lived it. You felt it. You've hurt yourself through it. And you came out the other end.
Yes.
And so it's and however, you're probably still living it in some way or other, because we always do. We never forget. It's just how we manage it.
That is beautifully said. Yeah, absolutely. Especially when, practitioners will share with me that their clients are sharing that they want to lose weight, or if they should do what it has become very popular, GLP-1s or Ozempic, or using medication to manage it. And really, the truth is, the body really does keep the score. Thank you, Bessel van der Kolk, because you said it beautifully. You can do all of that, and still, even after it, you're still having the same issues because you didn't solve it at the root. You didn't solve it at the identity. You did a behavioral shift. You didn't do an identity shift. And that is a huge, huge difference. And then, as you were sharing, when we teach, when we share these stories, as you've taught in your workshops, you have stories that come in from clients and your experiences, and with your experiences with your own kids or with other kids. You were going back through those loops and back through those memories, but you're seeing them from such a different perspective, and they don't quite literally carry that pain that they once did.
Yeah.
And it really is. It's incredible.
And I love that we, because all of us with our workshops will all be helping people. You get to help people in a different way, unique ways. The Bunny Talk process, as you say, it helps people feel indifferent, which is exactly what yours will be doing as well.
Yeah.
Indifferent towards that thing. And the bunny talk process that I've got a 1-day workshop on it. And then anybody who joins that, you get the 2-day online as a bonus. There's a manual, there's the Facebook group. And again, you get a certificate. However, what you're learning in that is my version of emotional intelligence that I actually, and I actually use that with all of my clients, every single one. Because in my opinion, it's that people want to know now. They want to know why they do what they do. And people can only manage what they can acknowledge. When they get that awareness and they go, oh, right, that's why I do that. Oh, that's why they did that. And then they understand their family pattern as well, their model of the world. And when they can understand that, they can actually let go of a lot of baggage anyway. Sometimes people, they start reframing it themselves. Now, we know that everything is hypnosis. So when I'm drawing these diagrams and we're building them together, they are actually processing stuff already.
So much.
Yeah. And then I do my version of eye movements. I call them bunny eye movements. And there's the super suggestion in there. And that really helps process things, go back on into the hippocampus where everything belongs. And I use play. I use a lot of play. And it is for children. It is for teenagers. It's for the parents. Because when I see a parent who always says to me, can you fix my child? I say, can you come in for a session first? Yeah. And they do. And then they take responsibility.
Yeah.
And then actually, so often I see them and I hardly ever see the children.
So much.
Because actually they realize it is them and the environment they're creating. And that the reason why their child is acting out in a certain way is because of their expectation. And it goes back to their own inner child. So actually the process, because it's through play, and they actually age regress as well. It's so cool, Lenora, because when we found that, when we're doing it, in a presentation, people have needed demos, people to do it on, they've actually age regressed. And it's like, and it was only like, I think 2 years ago that I realized, oh, this is inner child work as well. So it's very cool, and I'm very excited about the whole process. It is international now. It is around the world, and I know.
That's so exciting.
It's I've been invited to India to train it to teachers.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be big, but it's bigger than me. The bunny talk process is its own thing. It has its own movement, and it just so happened that I brought it out through the shadow puppets.
Came through you and out from you. I love it, especially because you have such a beautiful energy and a beautiful ability to get such massive rapport so quickly. And that's also why we see these younger parts come out. I often say the adult has left the room and the child has now come in, because you'll see their face shift. You'll hear their tone shift. And that is such a huge, huge thing people aren't necessarily aware of. You might hear this adult voice that resonates, and then suddenly you're hearing the softer, higher voice, and you as a clinician, you're going, okay, so now we've had one part leave and this other part is coming forward. This is great. This is exactly where we want to be. And that's where the change is.
Absolutely.
It really is life-changing, because even for the parents that come in, when they start to have that level of awareness and their brain is no longer consumed with, my child won't do this or my child's broken, their brain is no longer consumed. Now they're starting to look inward. Now they're starting to look for solutions. The capacity that shifts and what they now focus on is truly life altering. And I think the culture will have us think that life changing and life altering is, oh, I got this sum of money, or, oh, I got this huge house, or, oh, I got this big car. That's not where that change is. The change that is truly life changing is being able to think differently, being able to feel differently, and become a different person that is no longer held back by the things that are keeping them stuck. That is what I think truly is the most incredible thing about the field that we're in.
I know. Yeah. And aren't we lucky
Yeah.
that we get
Oh my God.
to help people with this? I
Very
mean,
much so.
the reward, you know, when we see people just change, and I'm sure this is the same with you, Lenora, that nobody leaves my office worse than they came in. You know, it's like I can have people with their armor on, literally, you know, like this, and then eventually, by the time they leave, they're like, "Can I hug you?"
You're giving a hug. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, their smiles, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, what just happened?" And it was so, yeah, that whole that change, it's so rewarding. And
it's
so
on such a different level that I don't think people, especially, and this is something that I often think about, people will say, you know, are you a good receiver? As in, can you receive gifts in the capacity that they're shared with you? So for example, can you receive a compliment? And can you receive money? To be able to receive that type of gratitude when somebody is coming to you saying, something shifted and you helped me do that. Oh my gosh, is so viscerally deep. I don't even have the vocabulary to explain it beyond that. That is how extraordinarily powerful what we get to do is.
Yeah. Well, it's heartwarming, isn't it? I mean, it literally fills our souls.
Yes.
You know, that we're on the right path when we're helping people change from where they were, maybe right down there, to feeling so much better about themselves, their identity, as you say, you know, recognizing themselves, that they are worthy, they are important, they're allowed to deserve things, you know. There's that deservability word, which I use a lot, you know, because as soon as I ask, you know, how, you know, do you feel as though you deserve any of this? You know, it's like they just like this tears, and you're getting to some big, deep emotions.
Very much so.
With that word. Now, so what I was going to say, Lenora, is that the Mid America Hypnosis Conference is actually open to anybody.
It really is.
And so if you are, you know, say maybe a nurse, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a hairdresser, maybe you're a massage therapist, maybe you already work with people, you like to help people.
Yeah.
Whatever job you're in, maybe you're a carer, you know, maybe you've been through some an ordeal yourself, maybe you've had some help through hypnosis or another modality, and now you feel it's your time to help other people, then come.
Very much so.
Because invest in it.
Truly.
There is a ticket that is available. We'll put the links in the comments, and that gets you into pretty much a lot.
Everything.
Yeah. And the value of that will be life-changing for you is actually, well, you know what? When I think about that investment, that's actually incredible.
I know.
I think it's $1,099. That's absolutely for what you'd be getting. So let's think about that. You get the 3 days of the conference.
The
recordings. The gala. It includes Richard Bandler's workshop on the Monday. That's immense.
What I think is phenomenal is, so now I've gone to a couple of these conferences. So now I've been able to see it. And I've been to Mid America. I went in 2023 and I had the opportunity to speak. Been to HTL, I've been to ICBCH. And what I love is that they each have their own identity.
Yes.
And since this one has now changed hands, so this one, Mid America, has changed hands a couple of times. Rich and Jolana recently took it over, which you can absolutely see a huge difference already. And it's not to say that the other ones were bad. They weren't. They were excellent. This one, you can just feel the energy that it's different. And the things that they have planned are out of this world. So one thing I noticed at HTL was they recently started to do a buffet, which was amazing. This one, they're having a buffet at lunch, which is really exciting. And I think that makes a huge difference because it's a midday connection. Yeah. And then you have things going on in the evening. And it's not just one evening. Every single evening, there is something going on, which again, it brings, and yes, we love to talk about community and that we get to be there with other people. And it's all of us together. It's not necessarily like, oh, I went off with this pocket or this pocket of people. And if I'm new, I don't know anybody. So now I'm going to go sit in my hotel room from 6 o'clock on. It's that constant energy of excitement.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Because on the Friday, so if anybody's watching this, you want to come along, it's Family Feud night. Okay, with like a bit of a hypnosis twist on it.
Yeah.
I was there last year when he was doing it, and it was hilarious. I mean, the answers were absolutely outrageous. All right. As you
I heard you were the star of the show. I didn't get to see it, so I have to track down this replay.
All right. Well, no. I wasn't then. I think it was more Randy. She was hilarious. And then there was on the Saturday night, there's the gala and
yes,
Rich is going to be doing the comedy show. Now I was not the star of the show there in that hypnosis thing because I didn't want to go up, but I had to go up anyway because I'd gone into hypnosis in the in my seat. I was like, I don't want to go up because I'm always up. Because I'm such a somnambulist. You can go up this time, Lenora. There you go. I'll be pushing you up.
There you go.
And then on and this time on the Sunday night, there is going to be a pool party, an indoor pool party. And so that's exciting.
How cool is that?
I know, it's really cool. And because I must admit, the pool party that there is going on at HTL Live, that's actually my favorite night. Because it's the first one and it's the first part, and I just get really excited.
Okay.
To see everybody.
Yeah.
So
back on board. Okay. Yes. Was that Friday night or was that Thursday night?
They usually have that on the Thursday night.
Because I'm like, wait a second, because Friday night was the dance party. Back on board.
Yeah. I would, so these anybody because some people think, a bit worried about conferences. This would be a really nice one to cut your teeth on.
I love that. Well, I could definitely.
Yeah. Go ahead. Because there are so many of us that are just like so welcoming there. And it's big, but it's not so massively big. And as you say, because Lenora, you already said there were 3 nights where there's stuff going on all the time.
Definitely. And I think when I first started to come into this field, I was very on the defense for myself, thinking, oh my gosh, they're going to think I don't know anything, or what is an anchor again? I just had all these insecurities going on in my head and thinking, what will they think of me? And then when I shifted it and I thought, you know what, let me just go to have fun. Let me just go to meet people. If I learn a few names, great. Let me just go to figure some things out. And maybe some people will be able to answer some of my questions. And that was a huge difference. When I started to realize and just say, I might not be there for all of eternity and they might not be my best friends. That's okay. Turns out a number of them have really become a part of my life. But I got to start going up to people and asking questions. And then I heard their personal stories. And you had said it before. They didn't just pop up this way. They weren't just born this way. They went through their own journey to become the people they are. So when we get to go up and talk with them, it's because they get it. And that's a huge, there's not a judgment of like, oh my God, this person doesn't know what they're talking about. No. They're going, oh, I was there once. I get it. Let's talk. Huge difference. Huge.
Yeah. And there's so much energy there, safe energy, loving energy, encouraging energy.
Encouraging, definitely.
you know, that you can be all you can be.
Yeah.
And it's a nice, I'd say it's a gentle one.
It is.
And that was set up years ago, that flavor for this conference years ago. It's been one of the oldest ones. I mean, I know Calm because I've met him, and he's such a lovely man. He was the one who started this the hypnosis conference.
I believe I have swag from him from a very long time ago. I met him very briefly in 2023, and he was lovely.
That was when I first met you.
Yes, it was
the same one. Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I've got a little blue one like that somewhere.
Yes, you were with. We sat at the same table. Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff was there.
Jeff Bennett. So yeah. So it's exciting, and look at what you're doing now. Yes, and so I'm glad you cut your teeth on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're right, can be a little bit nerve-wracking, but I bet everybody was absolutely lovely to you.
They absolutely were, and they still are, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
And then we get to stay in touch during the year, or even I message people several times. Thank goodness for Facebook and WhatsApp. Because we talk on a regular basis.
That's nice. Yeah. And follow each other and encourage each other. There you go. And I think that's the most important thing, is to keep encouraging people.
Yes.
Because as I said, I always say to people, I'm a work in progress. I haven't got life totally sorted out at all. And it's okay.
Yeah.
Because I give myself a lot of grace, and I keep learning as I move forwards.
Yeah.
Like the rest of us, but I will not give myself permission to sit in failure. I'll just learn from it. You know?
Very much so. And I think, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that actually I'm quite new as well, Lenora. I only started going to conferences like the year before you. That was my first Chicago one when I met you as well.
Oh, that's so fun.
I'm new to conferences, not new to hypnosis, but in England, I didn't know it was a thing. And then, of course, there was COVID. But it was my mentor, Beryl Comer. She said to me, Claudia, you've got to go to the conferences. And I just went, oh, I didn't even know that these existed. And now I'm speaking at them, and training and the encouragement. That is where you meet people. It's the encouragement because they believe in you.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have happened if I hadn't gone to the conferences.
Definitely, especially because even online, it's a different, it comes across differently. If somebody's giving you a thumbs or a heart, it comes across differently versus a private message that said, wow, that really landed for me. Thank you so much for sharing that reel. Or how then you get to come up and have a conversation with somebody. And you and I have sat down how many times and had a great conversation because you get it. And now we're both on different levels than where we started. And we keep having that upward ascension. Yeah. And to your part about the tools that we've created for other people, we also are very open about the fact that these are tools that we use for ourselves too. This is why we don't sit in failure. This is why we don't sit in the slump of I'm not good enough or it's never enough. It's because we use the tools that we have and we apply them and we go forward. It's a huge difference.
And we do. And we do. We move forwards because we just don't give it permission to pull us back. And that's what we help other people with as well. What did you learn? It's that mindset shift. Yeah. What did you learn?
That identity shift. Yeah. Definitely.
So it's exciting. Anyway, everybody, thank you for watching. I will put links in the comments below. And it's been lovely chatting to you, Lenora, and I can't wait to give you a hug when I see you on the Wednesday, the 15th, because of course,
October. I will see you in Chicago.
Yeah. So take care, everybody. So it's goodbye from me, Claudia Rickard, and it's goodbye from Lenora
Edwards.
So take
care,
care,
everyone.
Thank you.